Well, good morning everyone, and welcome to Wednesday's live stroll this morning. And it is 5:18, so we are quite a bit earlier than we were yesterday morning. All I've done is I've set my alarm for 15 minutes earlier, and it just forces everything 15 minutes sooner, doesn't it, really? But it was too late when I was out yesterday. I was feeling like I was having to rush a little bit when we got home and what have you. So yeah, we just 15 minutes is nothing in the morning, I don't think, really. Still, getting up at 4:45 a.m. is no fun, is it, really? But again, I didn't wake up before I woke up with the alarm, so that's good. Because I'm hating waking up earlier than that. I think a lot of these getting up early problems were caused by this wretched leg. Going to bed sort of in pain, it probably just sort of stayed there, didn't it? And it just subconsciously it probably affects you. I guess, I don't know. But yesterday morning, if you were with me, it was the first time we managed to do the long stroll during the week. We're going to do it again today. I'll make that decision, but unless anything dramatic changes, we'll definitely be doing it again this morning. So come along, and hopefully we should have a nice stroll. So what is everybody up to today? Is it just a normal work day, nothing day, leisure day? We'll carry on that because Azra's deciding she's going to go to the loo now. Just give me a moment. Azra, wait. Go. Sorry about that, guys. We are back. So yeah, it was yesterday for me was quite a calm day. At work, as calm as days are ever at work, aren't they? No real problems. And we got a little cheeky takeaway last night as well. My chicken kebab with salad. So yeah, it was nice. Tuesdays, I always forget. I always say Tuesdays were a little bit of a lull between Monday and Wednesday's football training. But of course, Julie does have a meeting after work every Tuesday. So of course that does. I got home before her yesterday, and I was home early. I think I got home about I say early. I was home at 5:45, which is normal time for me. And I beat Julie at home. So yeah, it was quite strange last night putting up before Julia. Anyway, so I sent her a text saying, kebab van. So she said, why not? She was just leaving, so I said, okay, well, do you want to get it then? So that was that. Got everything ready at home. We enjoyed that. Watched a bit of YouTube last night, a little bit of the football that was on telly. Watched a bit of Trump's ramble. I mean, how can anyone talk for over an hour about utter BS? I mean, after that, obviously, when the press started asking questions, it was informative after that. But the rest of it, I'm sure, well, they were even saying the American networks were turning off. So, yeah. I would agree some of what stuff he's done is very, very good, but other stuff, it just makes you cringe, doesn't it, really? But anyway. So the house has got its lights off this morning. If you've been with me, you'll know. If you know, you know. But these house where the sign is just there on the left, still has its Christmas lights on. However, because we're a bit earlier, they come on at exactly 5:30, Well, we're not waiting here for 7 minutes. Watch the other live vlogs if you're interested. And I think there was a short just yesterday with it on as well. Utter madness. Still have your Christmas lights on at this time of the year. Anyway, each their own. So we will be crossing over this road in a moment and then heading straight on all the way to the end, which then we make our decision whether we do the long or the not long. As it stands at the minute, the long is what we're going to be doing. We're going to start upping this every morning now, because I need to. I'm going to speak to the physio tomorrow as well, just to make sure if they are happy with what I'm doing. Because what I don't want to do, Azra, good girl, what I don't want to do is overdo it in any way. I don't feel like I am overdoing it. So I think it's all about the individual, isn't it? Right. Anyhow, where are people watching from this morning? What time is it where you are? Currently 5:25 AM here in the UK. It looks like it has been raining overnight. It is saying it's supposed to be raining all day today, off and on. Not heavy showers, sort of drizzle and showers. So we'll see. But for now, a bit of drizzle in the air, but nothing major. Not enough that it makes me put my waterproof jacket on. I forget what day it was at the weekend, but I had to. And then I don't think I needed it anyway. But there was one day where it was a little bit iffy. So again, if you are new here, Azra is a rescue dog. She's come all the way from North Macedonia. She was found in a box at the side of the road, and so the story goes. And we'll have had her 5 years in May. Sorry, she'll be 5 in May. We'll have had her 4.5 years in May, sorry. She's a Star Wars baby. May the 4th. So at least it wasn't the 5th, eh? Didn't want her to be a Sith, I'd rather her be a Jedi. Come on, good girl. Good girl. So today is a normal work day for both myself and Julia, as normal as dog work days can be. And then James's football training later. And then, as I've always say, Thursdays and Fridays. I like Thursdays and Fridays. Having nice evening wise, obviously still got to work, but they're a nice slide down towards the weekend. No activities before, obviously. Got football on Saturday morning, and that's a bit of a drive away this weekend. And this is the pitfalls of playing in the league. We can play anywhere in Cambridgeshire, almost going into Norfolk at times. And we're up near St Neots, I believe, on Saturday. So as I say, a good 45 minutes from here. So I will have, guys, a morning off from taking Mother, which would be nice. She's able to take herself. I just sort of coincide it with going to Tesco's, and I might still go to Tesco's, but I just won't go and get her. I'll go to Tesco's, get some fresh bread, and then come home. So nice. And then obviously Sunday, normal routine, as far as I'm concerned. Cafe in the morning, and then we'll see what happens. Very quiet morning for views this morning. We'll see how it goes between now and when we make the turn. Because if it's a quiet morning, that's fine. We'll just we'll call it a day. But we'll carry on the next 15 minutes or so, see how we go. Numbers do fluctuate, but it's been a very quiet view in the morning this morning. Go on, Azra. Good girl. Last few mornings, we've been getting sort of between 800 and 1,000 people watching throughout the stroll. It's been very quiet this morning, so we'll persevere for now. So we're making a turn uphill, we'll then make the downhill, drop towards the high street and then back along towards home. Let's say we are doing the longer strolls now. The leg feels well enough to do it. I must say, a week on from doing these proper stretches and exercises given has certainly made it feel a lot better. The muscle's still sort of achy, and I'm controlling that still with the painkillers and the numbing gel. But the difference is now I take 2 painkillers in the morning and that's it. And then just put a bit of gel on. And then before I go to bed, we normally just take a couple of paracetamol. But before, guys, it was every 2 hours. So you can see the difference it's making slowly but surely. It is getting there. So a few more people on. What's people's plans today? Anyone want to let me know where you're watching from, what time it is? Have a chat about anything and nothing. Feel free, keep it clean. It makes the stroll go a lot quicker if people were having a chat as well. Sundays are the best days at the moment for doing these live strolls, and that is because we usually do it in daylight hours. Come on, it's just a cat. Come on. The normal little Ralphie, hello. Morning to you. Probably watching from the nice warmth of your bed tucked up, I'm sure. It is 4 degrees this morning. I didn't say that earlier on. So it's a bit more chilly this morning, but still right. No ice on the cars, anything horrendous like that. It hasn't got that cold overnight. As far as I can see, unless anything dramatically changes, no frost for the foreseeable. The weather changes all the time, doesn't it? So we'll wait and see on that. But that's particularly good because we need to put, I would say in the next month or so, weather permitting, we need to put the tortoise runs down, get some netting up, put some grass seed down so the tortoise runs sort of a little bit of time to get some life in them. Anyway, that's for the future, but that's just one thing we definitely need to do, weather permitting. I'm being told it was pouring with rain overnight. It certainly looks like it has been. It's still pretty nippy. And we're supposed to be off and on all day today, this rain. So, come on, Azra, lead on. I think she's got a little bit used at times to me walking a lot slower. So whether she's just accommodating or taking a mick, I don't know. But we feel good. Go on, Azra. Looking up the industrial estate. Come on. There's nothing up there for you. Chinese is shut. Now, I've been told And I don't know exactly where it is. Maybe, health permitting, we'll do it on Sunday. We've been doing a walk behind here, not so much at this time of year, but they put some electric fence up somewhere. I was reading on the local site yesterday, and I want to know exactly where it is. Apparently one dog got electrocuted, and it's only a stun. The dog was okay from what I'm reading, but it's enough to make it yelp, so there's obviously enough going through it. But yeah, you just got to be a bit careful, haven't you? And the point is, I think there were no signs, but because it's on private land, they don't have to put signs up. I think it's on the public walkway, but obviously the field where the fences are is private land. So by law, I don't think they have to warn people, from all accounts. So, I mean, and what I will say, the field that's electrified had sheep in it, and there's been a lot of unfortunate scenarios where dogs have been let off the lead irresponsibly and they've been chasing the sheep. So that's obviously not fair either. So I understand why they've done it. Just a little bit of warning would have been useful, I think. Anyway, that's my opinion. It's certainly up towards the builders' merchants, so it probably is the other side of the road to where we are when we walk along there. So, as I say, maybe we'll do it the weekend. Maybe we'll go and have a look, see what the weather's like, see what the leg's like. I'm having some muscle manipulation tomorrow at the physio, guys. That's what I'm being told. So I'm hoping that will start to help the actual muscle itself, because the hip feels so much better. The difference by doing these strengthening exercises and stretching exercises has been massive. And it just goes to show the power of recovery of your body. But I think the problem was, if the hip was not right, it then puts more load on the muscle. Then you start walking awkwardly, and it just is a vicious circle, isn't it? But now I'm not walking with such a limp, which, again, such a difference. Maybe it was new people that were walking up there, because if it's there every year, I've never seen it, but because we don't do it often enough to know, and that's the thing. There are easier flat walks that we do rather than going over the field, which is very hilly, and especially at the minute I wouldn't want to be doing it. So yeah, we don't know. There's our bus going. No, it's not a bus, that's a lorry. So he's coming up here. Right, come on, Azra, closer. So we're a bit early for the bus going out. It's definitely an Arctic lorry, so I'm going to try and get onto the pavement. That's that, because he is coming up here, I think. No, he's come down from the builder's merchant and he's going off onto the A10, so that's good, he's not coming up here. It would have been alright, because we've got some pavement to play with. Azra, pavement. Yes, it's a way of keeping the sheep in and keeping other things out. I get it. Okay, so we're now making the turn. And guys, I'm feeling good enough that I don't feel I need to sit down. So we are going to keep cracking on. Here is the bus going out. So what's that? Yeah, about right. Here he goes. There he goes. Whether we'll have the smaller coach this morning, I don't know. Got a car coming the other way. come on. Stop fussing. I think it does slow people down when you've got 4 lights on. Because every morning, people sort of take a little bit of notice, which is what I want. Not only can I see where I'm going, people need to slow down, especially when you're so close to the road. I mean, that's the road there, we're here. Azra, pavement, come on. So as I said, I think it's now been quite a quiet morning. We've had a few people on at different phases, but I think in a minute we'll call this one a day. There's only so much sheep talk you can talk about, isn't there? So guys, I hope you have a lovely Wednesday, whatever you're up to. And I will sign off at just over a mile. Cheers guys.